So you feel like you're at a losing streak with life. You get a bad grade, you get rejected by the girl, you go scroll on TikTok, you eventually fap, and then you eat junk food, and then this happens, and then you feel like a freaking loser. Everything's going wrong and you're not proud of yourself. Do you want to fix that? This is how I did it. Number one, practice a skill and get great at it. Not good, great. When you practice that skill, inevitably, of course, you're going to be total poo-poo at it. You're going to be horrible at it. When I first started going to the gym, do you think I was good? Do you think I was strong? Frick, no. I was so weak. My form on every single exercise was absolutely horrible, and I was not good at the gym. A year and a half later, nowhere near professional, I would say I'm pretty damn near good for a freaking 15-year-old in the gym. I look pretty jacked, I look pretty good, and I had pretty decent form on all the exercises. I got great at the skill. I'm not the greatest, but in considering one, my age, and considering how long I've been training, I would say I got pretty great at training in the gym. So eventually, once I started to gain strength, once I started to gain muscle, once I started gaining more confidence because of the gym, I started to feel proud of myself. I stopped that losing streak of just getting bad grades and doing the bad habits and then all that stuff. I stopped it at the gym, and then I went full force in the gym. I started working out. I started getting better at that skill of going to the gym. I started looking better, started feeling better, and then I implemented better habits for myself. And then that losing streak that I was on was gone. Number two, keep practicing the skill and build momentum. So momentum is basically when you have a certain habit that you keep going for a long time. You know how momentum, it builds up over time. That's the exact same thing that you got to do with your certain skill, with your certain habits and self-improvement. So basic good habits the three most basic good habits that everyone should do every single day is go to the gym and work out or play a sport and exercise, gratitude journal and meditate for at least 5 minutes every single day. Those are the non-negotiables if you want to have a better mental health, a better physical health, and a better overall life experience. Those are the three main fundamentals that everyone must do. Once you start doing those and once you start getting consistent in those habits, it starts to become a habit and you start to build momentum in those habits. But the funny thing is about momentum is that it takes 1 second to ruin it all. It takes 1 second. It takes one bad decision to not go to that gym, to not journal, to not meditate that day because, oh, I'm so tired. It takes one bad decision to stop that all. Just think about that. All of that progress is gone like that. All of that hard work is gone. Now, of course, it's not going to be gone, like actually disappear. Like, you're not going to have zero benefits just because you stopped gratitude journaling for 1 day, or you stopped meditating for 1 day, you just didn't go to the gym, so lost all your muscle. No, that doesn't happen. What happens is that your mindset starts to shift, and you were like, oh my god, bro, I was doing such a good job with staying consistent gratitude journaling, and then I stopped. And then once that happens, once that mindset shift happens, like, oh, why'd you stop? Like, oh, I didn't feel good, blah, 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 all these excuses. Then you start to feel the complete opposite of proud of yourself. And then you start to feel a little bit demotivated. Once you start to feel a little bit demotivated, there are two things that can happen. One, bring yourself back up and motivate yourself again. Or you can just go down and start to become more demotivated because you already said, oh, I'm a loser, oh, I forgot to do this, and you're beating yourself up because of forgetting one simple thing. So what you must do is not beat yourself up over it. Realize this one thing. We're all freaking humans and we all make mistakes. So yeah, of course, I feel that pain too. All the time that I skipped meditating or skipped going to the gym because I was tired or whatever, I felt horrible. It didn't make me feel better that, oh, I'm a human and we all make mistakes. But that's something that all of us have to realize, that we are humans and we all make mistakes. And when we do make a mistake, just forgive yourself. Self-forgiveness. And I know, like, you're in that state and you don't want to forgive yourself. You feel like shit and you say, like, shut the fuck up yourself, blah, 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 blah. But you have to have that self-forgiveness. Forgive yourself for forgetting that bad habit. Because then that changes your mindset yet again. You went from this super disciplined stuff and then you got demotivated for a little bit. But once you start to forgive yourself, then you can start to go back to normal. It wipes the canvas, it wipes the slate clean. So now you're just a little bit more relaxed. So then you're just like, okay, how would I get back to where I was? How would I get back into consistency? How about I just meditate for 3 minutes tomorrow instead of 10 minutes? I work out for 30 minutes instead of an hour. And then you start to build up again. One last thing is that when you do inevitably fall back from the momentum, because we all do, we all make a super good momentum streak and then it falls. When it does fall, one, forgive yourself, and two, make sure you don't give in to the instant gratification activities. Like, make sure that you don't fat, make sure that you don't eat junk food, make sure you don't watch a random TV show. Because it's so easy when you feel like shit to, like, oh, I already feel like shit, so let me just do all the instant gratification activities, because I know they already make me feel like shit, but I already feel like shit, so let's just make myself feel more like shit. But once you start to do those bad activities that you know are wrong, you start to feel more like shit. So then it's way harder to forgive yourself, and it's way harder to get back to where you were, because you're already so down bad just because you made one little bad decision, and then you got a little bit demotivated. You allowed yourself to get super demotivated. You gave in to instant gratification because, oh, well, I already feel like shit. Make sure that doesn't happen. When you're in that split second of, oh, I don't feel good about myself, I'm not proud of myself anymore, just say, shut the frick up, brain. You're forgiven. We'll all make mistakes, and let's get back on track. Just say that to yourself anytime you're in that decision or in that moment, and hopefully that helps, because I know when I'm in those situations, it really does help me. So yeah, this video helped in a way. Like, subscribe to the Hard Work Analysis for later, and as always, Melia Soon.